So you've been working on your music tracks for a while now, and you'd like to be further, and you're not sure exactly why you're not where you're supposed to be. So maybe you've been at this for a year or 2, 3, maybe longer. And when you work on your tracks, you just don't have that workflow that you're looking for. You find yourself just really stuck, and you keep running into all these obstacles and all these walls, and everything just seems like it's against you. And you're just like, what the heck, how do I go further? I want you to know that I've experienced that same thing, and I'm here to help you walk through that. So let's dive right in. Welcome to the Music Production Simplified podcast, where I'm here to help you create a more productive workflow by optimizing your brain. Because when you think right, you act right. So today's topic is pretty much overthinking. This is going to be a theme for this YouTube channel. It is something that every musician struggles with. Don't feel bad about it. Some of you are perfectionists like myself, so you're probably overthinking the process. And you honestly need to stop overthinking the process. And so, well, how do you do that? That's the question. Basically, comes through honestly experience of just walking through these things and learning these things one thing at a time. And I always try to look at the music process or anything really in life as just kind of like building blocks. You're building one at a time, just one on top of the other, one on top of the other. Just keep basically knocking down those walls one at a time. You have to look at things as like single goals instead of like this overarching, this is where I want to be in the next few years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. I don't know what your goals are musically, but I think everybody wants to be a better musician. Everybody wants to be a better producer, a better composer, a better rapper, singer, songwriter, but it takes time. And people are always looking for a I call them get-rich-quick schemes, but in this circumstance, people are looking for shortcuts, which is pretty much the same thing. And what I've learned is that things in life that are worthwhile take time to develop. So if you really care about this, you care about what you're doing with your music career or your music hobby or whatever it is on this music journey of yours, it's going to take time. And so you need to be okay with the process. Just want to share a little bit of a story of mine where basically for the first 2 years when I started learning how to record, mix, and master music under my artist name With Just a Whisper, still making music now. It's been maybe 3.5 to 4 years. I don't know exactly when I started, but I've been a musician before that. Guitarist, singer, growing up. I started playing guitar when I was 16 and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into all that right now, but I just want to give you a little bit of background that I've been playing music for a while. 29 now, so for 13 years I've, here and there experience with music. But with music production, it's been more about 3.5 to 4 years of actually producing my own music and music for other people. So when I first started making music for the first 2 years, literally all I did was look at YouTube tutorials, and I bought a course here and there, and I just kept learning stuff, but I wasn't applying it. And I think that's honestly, guys, one of the biggest problems that you're going to run into as a newbie. Maybe you still struggle with this, but you're going to find yourself spending so much time on content consumption instead of content production. And you need to be spending more time producing than you are consuming content, because when you consume content, so much time just goes by, and what happens is you end up forgetting most of what you're learning anyways, because you're probably not applying it like you think you are. And so what happens is you forget all this stuff. And from my understanding and from how the way my brain works is pretty much when I get all this stuff in my head, all this information, it's gone, eventually, if I'm not applying it. So what you need to be doing is you just need to be experimenting. You need to get your hands dirty. If you don't get your hands dirty, then you're not really going to be, again, putting these practical advice and guidance and wisdom to the test. You can't even see if it's going to work if you don't even try, and so I'm not saying that you guys are really all black and white, either you're just learning or you're just creating and you're not learning from other people. But what I'm saying is there needs to be a balance. Most things in life need a balance to be healthy. And it's the same thing with music production. It's the same thing as a musician. If you're learning anything, if you're learning guitar, well, guess what? You need to start somewhere, right? And so then you start learning this thing and then that thing, and then eventually it just goes to the next thing, but you need to apply those things. Your teacher, a good teacher, is going to tell you that you need to apply what he's teaching you, whether that's, you know, a guitar teacher in person, or whether that's like somebody like me on a YouTube video, you know, that's strumming out chords, strumming out notes, playing melodies, playing solos. Like you have to apply these things. You need to make it practical so it sticks. There's something about the brain that when you actually apply something, like in the physical, like you're actually using your hands and you're using what you learn and you're applying it and you're actually creating stuff, it just sticks with you more. And then eventually it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. So I just don't want anybody to get stuck in the process like I did, just learning and learning and learning and thinking, oh, I just need to I need to understand it all. I need to be a perfectionist. I need to literally know everything before going in. And that's just not how it works. And it's fear, guys. Really, the root is fear. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid of what other people think. We're afraid that, we're not going to be good enough, which is going to be another video on imposter syndrome. But we just feel insignificant. We feel like it sucks. But as artists, I think we all struggle with this to a degree. It's just some deal with it more than others. And so I've gone through a lot of this. I still struggle with perfectionism and imposter syndrome and all this. And so I'm here to help you guys walk through that so you don't struggle with it either alone or you're not totally caught by it and it goes over your head. And so you're stuck in this process of trying to figure it out and you don't know why you're not getting anywhere. And it's because you're just simply not taking what you've learned and you're not practically applying it to your music projects. So now I could go on and on and on, but basically, guys, just Nike said it best, just do it, right? There's something amazing about that phrase that is just so simplistic, but it works, right? So you just literally need to do it. You just need to get on your computer. You need to load up your DAW. You need to load up your virtual instruments. You need to plug in your guitar or your microphone, and you just need to hit record. And it's a little scary. Right now, I don't really have much experience. This is my first YouTube video that I've created in years. I had another channel, kind of like Christian apologetics, sort of, years ago. And I'm coming in now with a little bit better gear, better microphone, camera, lights. But even then, this is something that is actually kind of scary for me right now to be in front of the camera. And I'm just trying to do it my best. And I'm just going to go with it. And then I'm going to make another video. And then I'm going to make another video. And then I'm going to create another video. And eventually it's just going to become the norm. And I'm not going to be as nervous. Actually, when I first hit record, my heart started racing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But I'm just like, you know what? I need to do this. I just need to start. I just need to start talking. And eventually, look at everything that's coming out. That's inside of me. I've been wanting to share this with people for so long. And I have so much more stuff that I want to share with you guys. But I want to end this one off. Just do it. Just do it, guys. Just get your hands dirty. Keep going forward. I don't care how long you've been making music. You just need to keep making it. You need to keep creating it. And that's how you're going to get better. And that's how you're going to go faster. And you're going to get further in your music career, your music journey, whatever it is. So with that, keep creating a productive workflow by optimizing your brain. When you think right, you act right. Have a good one. Hey, if you liked this video, would you mind leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification? It helps this channel grow and helps me be able to create more content for you guys. And if you want me to cover something specific, let me know in the comment section down below. If you'd like to take your music journey and career even further, I created a free PDF guide on how to create a more productive workflow by optimizing your brain and the top 10 ways to do that. It'll be right here or in the description below.